castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy there. Welcome everyone to Caleb Watches Movies, the channel where I, Caleb, randomly select from one of the many movies that I own and I watch and review them for you, unlike days like today where I select a movie that is near and dear to my heart and is celebrating its 25th anniversary from its release. We're talking about Castaway today, and specifically, I'm going to be watching along and enjoying all of the gloriousness that is this movie. Directed by Robert Zemeckis in the year 2000 when it was released, starring Tom Hanks. It is a movie that I love going back to, but now that I say that, I don't think I've watched this movie in many years. This movie would always play on TBS or TNT, one of the Time Warner stations, and I feel like I would always catch it at the end when he comes back home and he's trying to confront his ex-fiancée. But I always considered this movie to be in my top 10 favorite movies of all time because I love the message here. I love the message of, in the face of almost certain hopelessness, there is a light and there is hope to be found. You just have to sometimes just sit and wait and be patient for that hope to come crashing into you. Sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's a job promotion, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's a sail that's being blown in from the ocean onto your local beach shore. It's a movie that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm very excited to watch along with this. It came out 25 years ago today, which is so wild. I feel so old. I mean, not too old, of course. So I say enough of me blabbering, let's get into it. We are watching along with Castaway. While I'm watching along, please comment below and let me know your thoughts about this movie and any positive thoughts or any positive memories that you have when watching this for the first time. And you can also let me know how much the death of Wilson affected you. Maybe probably as much as it affected me when I was a kid. But again, enough of me blabbering it. Let's get into it. This is a watch along of Castaway. 20th Century Fox. I didn't realize that this was now a Disney movie. I like this setup of the watch-along. This is what I usually use when I'm just doing my regular reviews, but whenever I did a watch-along, I would always set the camera up over there in that corner, and it would get my side profile. And then I realized one day that, gosh, that's just so stupid. Why not just use it how it is like this? And then all of you can watch me head-on watch the movie, you know, like any respectable YouTuber reactor would do. But, you know, we learn as we go, and some of us learn much slower than others, so here we are. Though I am using my recliner for this. Usually when I'm doing my reviews, I have my little bench that I sit on, and I go through, knock out a whole bunch of them. For this, because I'm going to be here for a while, yeah, I'm sitting in a recliner. It's nice. FedEx in the Crossroads. Like I was saying before, that this movie I have in my top 10 favorite films of all time. I actually think I have it at number 5 in my recollection of other movies that I love. That's something that I need to do. I need to go back every year and just watch all 10, well in my case 11 of my top 10 favorite films. Because I think I would say that my favorite film of all time as of now, I would say Batman Begins. I'd always said The Dark Knight, but gosh, you can't have The Dark Knight without Batman Begins. So I kind of just combine those two into one. But this one, number 5, because I love the performances. I'm a sucker for a one-man show when it comes to any play or film. When it's just one person that's captivating you. Love it.
Oh, she's snowbound, Ramon.
Snowbound. No, she ain't. I realize there's a lot of Elvis in this, and there's no way YouTube is going to let me play it. I'm all shook up. Oh no, I guess this package is Snowbound. It's another one that ends up on the island with him. Okay. I hate that when delivery drivers just small talk you. Like, don't small talk me. Deliver my damn package and leave me alone. Oh, those international markets of a company. Look at how disheveled that truck is. It's gross. Ew. And that's why Chuck is there, to make sure that the quality of their service is up to par to us Americans. Lady, there's a timer in there. You gotta let him go. Let him go. Kinda sucks having a scene in Russia in a movie in 2025 with our current asshole president. But, you know, that's the last little bit of politics I'm gonna have in my review here. Man. That makes you feel old. A CD player. Whew. I wonder when CDs are going to come back in style again, because, you know, we got the turntables now and records, and that's like a niche, fun little thing for homeowners to have now. Wonder if it's going to be like that for CDs eventually. 87 hours, I mean, that's a little over 3 days to travel from America to Russia. I don't know. That seems okay to me. But you know what? I don't own the company. I don't own the business. I'm not a go-getter like Tom Hanks is in this movie. I love that that was all just one scene with him moving around, the camera turning 360. Love it. Of course, Zemeckis is a great storyteller. He's a great director and works so well with Tom Hanks. Oh no, he's stuck. You parked illegally. Child labor, brah. Child labor. I love that shot of how he's calling his, who would be, his future wife, beautiful home, a lot of nice things, and yet no one's in it. We're not taking the time to be with our people. So focused on time, yet doesn't know what is so valuable about that time. But of course, he is going to learn what is valuable about that time. Movies about action, about trying to be there for each other and being with the people that you like during the time that you have. And you know, 25 years ago, me watching this, like I would have known that, like I would have heard that phrase and heard that philosophy, but I don't think I would have understood it. Now, here in my late 30s, I definitely get it. It's more about the people that you're with that makes you happy, as opposed to just talking about how valuable time is and promotions and corporate work, corporate life. It's really about being happy and finding that person that makes you happy. Oh, she's working on her dissertation. What is she again? I forget. Maybe I never knew. Maybe they never say. Helen Hunt. An old crush of mine. That embrace, that kiss when you come home after a long excursion. It's the best. But he always has his suitcase packed. My. Very sad. Is that comfortable, Helen? How you're laying? Do people really sleep like that? I mean, I think I do like that, or I do like that. I do like one-handed. But do people really sleep with both hands like this? Maybe. I don't know. And you go. You work so hard. Both of you work so hard that when you're finally home together in that nice little home with all these pictures, all you can do is sleep because you're so tired. See, that whole setup, it stresses me out on Christmas when I go to my in-laws, because it's like that, where there's just so many people. This is why I like Christmas Eve more than Christmas. Christmas Eve, spend it with my wife. We're home with our cats. We go to a Christmas Eve service, have a drink or two, have a nice dinner. Very nice.
Hey, speaking of marriage, Chuck, when are you going to make an honest woman out of Kelly?
Time, 14 minutes into the mail, so
But it's a good question still. It's hilarious that they make a joke out of it, like we don't need to get married now. There's plenty of time to do that. But nope, never happens. I forgot about the tooth. Oh, I forget about that tooth. One of the most cringeworthiest scenes. Ugh, hate it. Pagers. That dates this movie. See, back in the year 2000, either you were a doctor or a FedEx man. You had a pager. Be here New Year's Eve, you asshole. Chuck. Be here. That whole monologue in the beginning about time, and they don't take time for each other. It's so frustrating.
I took this. This is my favorite picture of you.
See, that's just a great gift. Sentimental, has a legacy. Love it. My wife's really good at doing gifts like that for me, too. I feel like I'm really good at doing gifts like that for her as well. See, we take the time with each other. At least I feel like we do. Maybe. I don't know.
Chuck! Keith!
Now, take your Swiss Army knife, please.
Only this isn't an open the car kind of present.
I'm terrified.
Why? You love him, but you don't like the life. I get it. Understand.
I'll be right back.
No, you won't. At least not right away. Why does he need to leave all the time? You know what? I'm thinking 2025. This is 2000. No such thing as Skype or teams or anything like that. So people had to waste a lot of time and effort of traveling around everything. Why are you so off course, bruh?
Better buckle up, Chuck. It's gonna get bumpy.
And of course he doesn't. He's gonna go shave. Which will be the last shave he has for 4 years. Take this Band-Aid off. It's healed, and everything is fine. Whee! Yeah, that's not good. You know, we are planning on going to the UK next year. Maybe watching this movie was not the smartest thing, just for anxiety purposes. Life vests or watch with your girlfriend's picture in it. You know, I would like to think I'm smart enough to go for the life vest, but nah, I would have done what he did. I just need that. Need to have that person with me. Yeah, there's time to go get it, right? There's always time. I mean, there's got to be a lot of luck involved, because right now he's trapped. But it breaks in half like the Titanic. So he's got a way out. Lucky him. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. I always like that face. Just him going, no! No! It's a very scary thing. If you come out of water too fast, you're not going to depressurize properly. That could fuck you up. So he's lucky that didn't kill him. Because it depends on how deep he was. Just think, all those packages. The middle of the Pacific. In the middle of winter. At least in the northern hemisphere. Or are they now in the lower hemisphere? Can't remember. So maybe it's warmer. But still, it'd be freezing. But he's got his Christmas sweater, right, people? There is nothing for miles. But you do have some soothing ASMR to accompany you, I guess, on this unfortunate trip that you're now on. I'm trying to look at the positive here, people. And that's what this movie is about. It's about, in the face of hopelessness, to have light and to have hope still that something will happen. So, you know what? Positive mindset, positive attitude, which is actually, you know, a lot of the Survivor shows that I watch, the survivalists, the people who know what they're doing, they say, hey, having a positive attitude is half the battle. Many people, like out of shame, just kind of sit back and just let themselves die in their survivor situation. So if you have a positive attitude and a motivation to just keep going, it gets you far. It's not going to rescue you, but it's definitely a start. Hey, he's on an island. There's land. I realize that there's not going to be a lot of dialogue in here, so it might just be me narrating his inner thoughts or what my interpretation of his inner thoughts are going to be. At least he's on a beautiful island. You're alive. Check yourself. Anything broken? Oh, and he doesn't have shoes, right? Yeah, he had his shoes off in the plane. So he's barefoot. And what's the first thing he goes for? Oh, I thought the first thing he went for was the pocket watch, but no, he went for his stupid-ass pager. Which, again, just tells you his priorities at this point. Yes, he loved her. Of course he did. She wasn't top priority, obviously. It's funny, at this moment when he's looking off like that, the first time I watched this, I thought that maybe like a dinosaur was going to come out because he's just looking, and it reminded me of like Jurassic Park. Just, huh? Huh? Ocean is giving you supplies. Ocean is providing you with stuff. And you got to figure out how to use that to your advantage and use that to keep yourself alive. A panning shot of just this wall, this barrier around this island, that tide that comes in. There is no getting out. You are trapped here, son. We gotta start thinking of a shelter. It's so quiet. Which, I mean, like, this whole situation sucks, but God, just hearing the water in the ocean, I think I would love that.
Anybody?
Sorry. Go in there. Oh, that's gotta be like one of the scariest things. You haven't learned the noises of the place yet. It's just learning all, like, even in a brand new house like this, all the creaks and cracks. Learning, like, oh, if someone's walking from this area to this area, because I'm in my basement, someone's walking from here to here, that's what it's going to sound like, but you haven't learned that yet. Here you're on this island, you're thudding all around you, no light at all. Oh yeah, it's scary. But then you learn that it's coconuts falling.
What is that?
Who are you talking to? Love that. Just, what is that? What is that? Oh God! Got your little packages. Open them up. See what's inside. Coconuts are falling. Have I ever had coconut? I don't think I have. Like, legit coconut. Like, out of a coconut shell. I don't think I ever have. And there we go. So it kind of make me want to go back and watch Survivor. Actually, now that I say that, did Survivor come out after this? Or did it come out just before? I feel like they came out right around the same time. I wonder if this movie was being made and the producers of the game show Survivor were like, we should have like a tie-in, or like, it's going to be Tom Hanks and Zemeckis. Yeah, we need to capitalize on that. Uh-oh. Yep. Broke it open. Broke it open too much. Well, you got something. I've walked on beaches like that, and I just know, like, all the rocks underneath it. Ugh. Yep. Yep. So I actually read the other day that when they stopped production on this so that Hanks could grow out his hair and lose weight, that when they came back to shoot the later half of this movie, that he had a bad cut in his foot and he had to go to the hospital. He was there for 3 days. He almost died from whatever infection was in it, or what in his foot. This could have easily been the last movie of Tom Hanks. Thankfully not, though. That's not a bad idea. Now wait a minute. Has he opened the packages yet? He has not opened the packages yet. Dude! Open the packages, man! Yeah, now he's getting the lay of the land. Went to the top of the mountain, looking to see if he can see anything. Hey, bud. How's it going? It's a fun little Disney movie, right, people? Sucks, it seems disrespectful, but he's dead. He's not going to use them. He doesn't need them. That belt. Get that belt. Gosh, I would just take everything off of him. Take that shirt, take those pants. You know, being on an island like that all by yourself, having tasks like that, makes the days go by faster. Just having a random, hey, there you go. Cut the toes off. Now you got protection. But yeah, having the task of burying that body, yeah, it's nice to have. It sucks that it happened to the guy, but in terms of his situation, keeping his mind occupied, it's nice to have. What they talk about in Shawshank Redemption, right? It's the keep your mind occupied while you're in this prison, which is where he's at. He's in this prison. It's one way to get fresh water. Yep. There you go. He's figuring out the resources that this island provides him. He's got the right idea. He's got the right idea. Go after the fish. Yes, fish is good. Fish is nutrients. Well, he said that he gained 50 pounds before shooting this part of the movie, just so that his transformation would have been that much more dramatic when they flash forward 4 years. And then he's gonna learn the lesson of this tide barrier. Ah, fuck. You know, it's funny, they shoot this, and then that actually kind of happens to him later on in real life. And then now a storm's coming in. It's just everything. This is one of those days where it's just like, fuck you. He has not opened those boxes yet. I forget how long it takes for him to open up those boxes. But maybe it's holding on to that little bit of hope that he'll be found soon and he'll be able to go back to his way of life. Go back to his job that he loves and that he prioritizes over his wife. Sorry. Not even future wife, his girlfriend, because he never officially proposed. Nice little shelter from the storm. You know, this whole movie, I keep thinking that there's something that is going to jump out of the shadows, and he just passes out. He is so tired and exhausted. It's amazing how exhausting trying to stay alive actually is. Just doing simple manual labor of just wandering around, surveying your area, paddling out to the ocean, trying to get outside this wall. It's exhausting. Especially exhausting because you have no food to replenish yourself. You have coconuts that provides you with a little bit of something, but it's not substantial. He needs fire. So the light, the man-made light, electricity is gone. All the man-made gifts or everything, not happening. Now he needs to start relying on the power of this island and what the island can provide him. All the resources, all the nutrients that this island can provide this man. And actually, right here, he's being awoken by this island's version of time. How he tracks the position of the sun on the wall of that cave. That's his clock. Everywhere he goes, right, has a clock. That's what he was talking about in the beginning. Hey! Here he is! Guys! It's Wilson! Nice. Okay. Using the lining as a fishing net. Smart. So we're able to hunt now. But we gotta be able to cook this. This is not... That's not something that you can eat all day. He did that all day and nothing. Look how you're doing that. Look how you're doing that. Uh-huh. There we go. And that's when Wilson was born. Look at what happened there. Wilson! What's so great about it is that we know it's a stupid volleyball with a blood face on it. But through his performance, he gives it life.
You wouldn't match by a chance, would you?
It's the first line of dialogue. Smoke? Yep. I think this film was nominated for Best Sound, I think, at that Oscars. Ever since he's been on this island, there has been no score. There's been no music. It's just been the sound of the island. Here we go. Yep. Not too much. Not too much. You got it. Hey! Fire! I have made fire!
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Yeah.
Have made fire! Don't take much more of those coconuts. Coconut milk's a natural laxative.
That's what it is. Yeah, that Gilligan, he's full of shit. So now he has a reason to talk out loud. Now he has a reason to communicate. Which is why I love movies so much. It starts with the need to talk, right? The need to have a dialogue and the need to tell a story. Uh-huh. He's got some will. I know I have some willpower. I don't know if I'd be able to do this, but you know, I guess if you're in so much pain and you want to live. Did you do it? Did it happen? I think it happened. I think he's okay. 4 years later, production happened for like 2 months and then paused for a year and then came back to start shooting again. Score. And now he's a badass survivor expert. Comes back, he grew out his hair and grew out his beard so that it would look like basically sun bleached. I don't know if I would have the strength and the willpower to grow out my hair and my beard for an entire year. But I guess if you were going to pay me millions of dollars to do it, I guess I would. But it's something nice. It's a nice material. From now on, all the toilets in the kingdom shall be known as Johns. What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? Oh.
This could work. Wilson, we're gonna have to make a hell of a lot of rope. Let's not commit the sin of turning our back on time.
What's Cochrane say in Star Trek Generations? That time is like a predator and it's stalking you. But then Jean-Luc Picard says time is a companion that follows us all of our lives to remind us about how fleeting it is. That is your Star Trek moment for this review.
Yes. No, we have time. We do. We have time. Look. The wind's still blowing in from the west. Yeah, I know. I know where there's 30 feet of extra rope. But I'm not going back up there.
Notice how that branch is broken. He was planning on using that to end his life. Which I can't say don't blame him. What an experience. To have to go back up there to get the rope that you were going to use to end your life because you need it to save your life.
Do you have to keep bringing that up? Can't you just forget it? Huh?
He's not saying anything, but yet you hear it, right? You hear Wilson's voice and what he's saying.
Well, regardless, I would rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die on this shithole island, spending the rest of my life talking to a goddamn volleyball!
But that's Wilson. That's your friend.
Wilson!
He needs his friend. He needs that person.
Oh, never again.
And he's still never opened that package. You know, as I watch this again, I like that he never did. It's again that task of, I need to get this, I need to deliver this. I need to have something to fight for. And yes, I could be, just using it for my girlfriend, but it's nice to have that tangible task that you have, like, I need to complete this task of delivering it. I'm realizing with the lack of score for almost this entire movie that it's going to be easy for me not to get a copyright claim while editing and posting this on YouTube. So, another great reason why I wanted to do this watch-along for this movie. Because there's barely any talking, barely any music. The tides have changed. We're down. There we go. Chaka-cha.
I'll do all the paddling. You just hang on. Not yet. Hold on.
Can you get over that one? Yeah. But you'll have to do it for this one. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Oh no, he's scared. And the score picks up. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I love the score of this movie so much. On the island, you are just there with the island. He's sad. God, it's getting me. Oh, he's so sad because that was his home. That was his safety. Even though it was his prison, he grew to love it. And it kept him alive for 4 years. And now it's gone. Here we are outside of the island where we are trying to get back to the human world, which is why the score kicks in. Because we're not part of that naturalistic tropical island anymore. But you kept the hope, you kept hope alive, and you made it. And now you're on a brand new adventure. This is where he meets his friend. Yep, Will's like, what the fuck are you? Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. No! Another recurring theme of this film is how just the world, the planet, it provides and it also takes away. Like, it'll give you what you need for a time until it doesn't anymore. Like, for him, he had this companion, Wilson, for a time. And I think here is when we have to say goodbye. I'm getting teary-eyed over a fucking volleyball. Every time. Ugh. You gotta, don't let go of the boat. You're on a rope, right?
Wilson! Wilson!
It's been his friend for 4 years. It's a fucking volleyball. You know, it's corny and campy to think about outside of this movie, just out of context. But after you watch this movie for the last hour 30, hour 40, and you just see how desperately alone this man is, to know that he had him, gave him life, gave him personality. God, it sucks when they leave. Again, here's hopelessness one more time. He succeeded, and then hopelessness comes creeping back in. What's the point of even going on now? He's alone. He gives up here. I mean, not gives up, but he at least just accepts that he's not in the best predicament. God, fucking Wilson. Damn it. Wake up. Captain Phillips is here to rescue you. Hey, crew, it's your captain. Right? He's the captain now. That whale is like, bruh, come on. Wake up, bruh. Kelly. Kelly has my baby. Kelly. Help me, Kelly. Hey, yeah, so, you know that guy you almost married? Well, he's oh! And hey, it's Mr. Big, or whatever. 4 weeks later. Keep thinking of Batman Begins. I just couldn't figure all of the legal ramifications about bringing you back from the dead. You've been gone for 7 years, Mr. Wayne.
Smile and say thank you. Then we'll take you over to see Kelly.
I don't know if I would want to see her right then. Especially knowing that she, moved on, which I wouldn't have blamed her. I love putting myself in his shoes at this point. I don't know if I would want to see her right away like that.
He had a coffin. What was in it?
Well, everybody put something in. There's
It's like a time capsule.
Beeper, some pictures. I put in some Elvis CDs.
So sorry I wasn't around when Mary died.
You had an excuse, but I think he's also apologizing because he knows that if he still would have been there, that he would not have been there. He would have been there like in spirit and, saying things, but I don't think he would have actually been there for him. Now FedEx is a huge-ass company. Thanks to his sacrifice, maybe?
Kelly wanted to be here. Look, this is very hard for everyone.
Look how the crowd disperses behind him. Hey, cool. You're here. It's a great moment. It's a great situation. It's a great story. And now we're going to move on. Fans are very, very fickle.
Maybe you could just give her a little more time.
Well, that's all we have, right? Is that a dick move for him to come to this thing? Like, I know he's her husband, but, like, dude, clearly he wants to see her, and so she is there. If I was him, if I was her, I could not see whoever the other person is. I could not see them right away like this. Like what he said, like, I would need more time. Absolutely.
Okay, people, let's go. Party's over. Let's go home.
Have you ever been to a party where one person says, okay, party's over, we're going home, everyone? Don't people, like, slowly filter out? But here it's just like, nope, it's 9 o'clock, this is an old man, he needs to go to bed. It's all leave, people.
Tomorrow we're going to bring you back to life.
Great line. Because he was never dead. He was just dead in the eyes of, the world of government, like paperwork and everything. When you die, you get a certificate of death. How cool is that? He's like, son of a bitch, where were these crabs when I needed them? Fuck! Slept on rocks and sand for 4 years. Mattress is too soft. Sink into it like a marshmallow. I guess back then he would have just used the yellow pages, because that was definitely a thing back in 2000.
I'm awake.
Oh, oh God.
Get in here.
Hi. How is her husband not awake at this time, too? Huh. Oh, there are no words for that. I want embrace from that man, from the woman that I loved. You know, when you first see this scene and you see him looking at all this, realizing that she's with another man, having the pictures flash in front of his eyes, you think that he's gonna like go off on her. He's not. Maybe he is, but if he is, he realizes it's not her fault. If anything, it's his fault. He never prioritized her. And remember, we know that because the first thing that he reached for when he was on the island was his pager. It wasn't the watch with her picture in it.
We have a pro football team now, but they're in Nashville.
Oh, look at those pictures in the background, just over his shoulder. He's being consumed by this new life. It's a family heirloom. It's not his. He's not in the family anymore. It's like these little digs. You can tell he's angry. And he hates this, but he realizes that he is angry at himself.
Never should have gotten on that plane. I never should have gotten out of the car.
Nope. And he wants to be angry at her, but he's not. He's just angry at himself. I'd be the same way.
This is our car. You kept our car.
Guess I'm not that much of a car guy to be like, if this happened to me and my wife would be like, yeah, so kept the car. I guess it's only been 4 years. That makes sense.
It's your car.
Is his name on the title? Probably not, seeing how he was certified dead. Brief little moment of their chemistry together, but then here, another in-your-face moment of, I have another life right now. She wants him to tell her to, like, just come with me. And let's go back to the lives that we had.
You said you'd be right back.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
And there he goes. She's leaving her again. And she doesn't want that to happen again. This happened countless times when they were together. And this time she is finally going to say, no, come back. What she should have said so many times before.
I love you. You're the love of my life.
Yeah.
You too, Kelly. More than you'll ever know.
And that's okay. God, this is just one of those perfect moments, you know? What he needed, and really that's what she needed. It's just that moment. And maybe there's hope of like, okay, well, let's go back to how it was. But that would have ruined the moment. Their lives are different. That's just what happens in this world. Things change with the paths that are presented in front of us. And you have to let her go, just as she had to let you go.
You have to go home.
He needs to let you go.
I stayed alive. I kept breathing. And then one day that logic was proven all wrong because the tide came in, gave me a sail. But I'm so grateful that she was with me on that island. You gotta keep breathing.
Gotta move on.
Because tomorrow the sun will rise. Who knows what the tide could bring?
Words to live by right there. Dealt a shit hand. What's there to do? Get busy living or get busy dying. Ah, yes. 2000, when GPS wasn't a thing and you had to use these maps, you see, these things on paper that told you where to go and all the highways. Didn't have computers telling us. Hey, buddy. She don't have a ring on. I'd be smitten. I'm smitten right now. I forgot what she looked like. It's like, whew. She was the angel on your back that entire time. And she has a puppy. What is there not to love? Pursue that woman, sir. Huh. I could. She's quite cute. And she's got a puppy. But, I mean, I could go to California, take the highway, go to Canada, or I can go with the beautiful redhead who was with me for 4.5 years on that island. I know what I'm choosing, and we never know what he officially chooses, but the optimist in me, with him looking that direction as we fade to black, I like to think that he drove back to her house and started a new life. That's my hope. So good. It's a beautiful message of hope, the importance of hope when shit is just pelted at you and life just seems dark and dreary. There is always hope. There is always a new day. The sun always rises the next day. And like he said, who knows what the tide will bring. Great words to live by. It's a great message. It's a beautiful story. Hopefully all of you enjoyed this film as much as I did. There's not much to say after watching that other than what you just saw. It's just a beautiful movie. Brilliant performances especially by Tom Hanks. It's a solo trip. The use of the score, not on the island, how we just use the natural sounds while we're there. But then this beautiful, just orchestral piece of strings. You feel the emotion, you feel the anger, the longing, the love between him and Kelly. It's a beautiful film. This is one of those movies that it's like you can point at and you say, that is art. That is just beauty on the screen. So obviously, I'm going to give Castaway 5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I think I see blue. He looks glorious.
So guys, what did you think about my watch-along of Castaway? What is your memories of watching this film for the first time? If not with this one, please comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.